Hello, good morning everybody. I hope you are having a good morning. So today's analysis will start off with the pair on our screen. This is USDPY, the same chart where we had a trade previously. The trade is still running. So as you can see, it looks like the price is heading massively against us. We want to see exactly how can we handle such a case if you already entered a trade and then the trade appears to be going directly against you. What should you do? Should you exit this trade or should you just hold on? That's the question most people are now asking themselves. If you entered a sell somewhere around this point, the price came almost close to your stop loss but could not hit it, then somehow it pulled again back upwards and it's almost hitting the stop loss for the second time. How do you hold on to something like this? How can you trade this? So the answer is very simple. Before I entered this trade, I actually had to know very well the amount of money I'm willing to risk there. I had to know perfectly the amount of money that I'm willing to put in this trade. So when this happened, that the price pulled back up and I had a stop loss here already, and then the price somehow continues to go up. I'm already aware that the maximum I can lose in this trade is this one, 93.56. This is the maximum I expect to lose in this trade. So there is no point of rushing to get it out unless it hits the take profit. Because you never know, you may stop this out and then it ends up going up to the take profit. Or you may exit it and then it ends up going and hitting the stop loss. So I would wait for it. The same reason I was selling still holds. So there's no need for exiting if the same reason why I was selling it is still relevant. I sold it based on the weekly. I'm still holding on to the trade based on the weekly. So that's why I'm holding on. I'm not doing anything. Let the trade run. Let it do whatever it can do. As long as it does not hit my stop loss, I'm still in. So I think that's the only thing I wanted to clarify on this pair. I'll move to the next pair, GBP USD. Yeah, this is how GBP USD looks. The GBP USD, you can remember yesterday actually had our lines here. We drew two lines and we marked this as a good zone. We marked this as a zone. Yeah, and then we also marked this level here as a support, a support, a support. So what we wanted technically is for price to move from this level here, extend and even break below that level, then retrace back up so that we can pick a sell from that point. We expect that sell to take us down up to this level here. So if you are waiting for this pair to give you a sell signal, the best place could be here. Wait for price to go below this zone, then you pick a sell from that. So we'll pick a sell when this happens. When price goes below this level, retraces back, we'll pick a sell from that point up to 1.2205. I'm going to attach an indicator. For now, I'm going to attach an indicator so we're able to see exactly. There's an indicator here. This is a custom indicator. So what it means is anytime you see green on your screen, green means we're heading upwards, and anytime you see red in your screen, it means we are heading downwards. So that is it. That is the line we have. And then I'm also going to attach this. So basically, this is what we are looking at. We are looking at a sell. We are looking at a sell from this point here. This is a very, very, very good place to sell from. If you are trading this pair, you actually are supposed to be in a sell even as you're speaking. You're supposed to be holding on to a sell. Expect that sell to take price up to the level which I've mentioned, up to this first zone, this one here. Then if price goes below that zone, expect it to proceed even lower up to 1.2205. So we'll move forward to our next symbol, Euro USD. Euro USD, we actually, these are the lines we're having on our screen. These are the lines we have on our screen. So you can remember from last week, we actually had, these are the levels which we were looking for. We wanted price to break below the level which it has just gone below. We wanted price to perfectly descend below this level here. So if you are looking at the indicator which I'm having on my screen, you actually could have sold it when this happened. You're supposed to be in a sell. When this arrow showed up on the screen, you're supposed to have taken a sell. Right now, as you're speaking, you're supposed to be holding on to a sell. So you can still sell it now. You may still sell it. You have your stop loss above this candle here, above this level there. Then have your take profit here. So this is a very good sell. If you are looking at this chart, you should be looking for a sell. Expect that sell to take price up to the level which I've mentioned. So if you took a sell previously, or maybe you took a sell around this resistance here, you're supposed to be holding on to that sell. Hold on to that sell. If you didn't sell it, you still have the chance to sell it now. So we move forward. We move to our next symbol, USDJPY. Sorry. Move to the next symbol, which is SP500. SP500 is here. So SP500 is very much bullish. Just look at how perfect this is. We are massively heading to the upper side. There's an arrow for a buy. We have a buy. We have a buy. We are still continuing upwards. Then we have this. This is a very good level. So far the price is just continuing to the upper side, and we are having a resistance here where price, if this candle here, the current candle, if it can close above this level, that will mean we are continuing to the upper side. So the best is actually to wait for price to close above 3084.4, then wait for retracement, then pick a buy up to the upper side. So that's simply what we're waiting for. We want price to clearly rise beyond the level which I've mentioned here. Let it close above, then wait for retracement so that you can continue buying it up to the upper side. So we'll move forward. We move to the next symbol, Brent oil. This is Brent oil. So Brent oil, this is how it looks. We are in a sell. We are in a sell. We have this. We have this here from this point. It's a very good sell from this point here, and as you can see, we have a level at this point here, a support. Then this is a very good support. So as long as the price remains below this zone, this is still a sell. Whatever you're seeing now that the price is moving massively to the upper side is just a retracement. So let it know it must never go above. It must never go above this. It must never close above this zone. So wait for a sell. If price gives you a sell signal, you should pick that sell, especially where the price. Now if you see a sell signal based on whichever strategy you're using, you're supposed to pick that sell and then ensure you hold on to that trade up to this level. Yeah. So technically that is what we are waiting for. We are simply waiting for price to give us a sell signal, then we'll pick that sell up to this level, 59.12. So we'll move forward. We'll move to our last symbol, which is gold. Gold is here. This is gold. So as you can see, gold actually gave us a very good sell signal from around this point here. This was 5th of November. We had a very good sell. The price went down, and then somehow just some few within this hour, the price has violated the buy which we just saw here. So what this means is that somehow we are still sellers. So if you see a red sign, that is, if you see a sell signal, you still are supposed to sell it. This is still a sell. If you check 4 hours, you're still into a sell, but there's a level here which is very significant. We have this one. Just look at this. Yeah, and then also look at this. So if you check this level properly, we actually see this have very good support. So for temporarily the indicator now don't make sense on the 4 hours, but if you check based on price action, we have a very good support around this level. This is a very good support. So if price does not clearly break below this level, this should be the place to look for a buy from. But if it goes below, that is, if price breaks and closes below the zone which I've drawn at the bottom, this one, then we actually expect a sell. We expect price to proceed downwards. So it should continue fast up to this level. Let me draw it. This is the support where if price goes below, we'll look for a sell up to the first take profit, which is here, 1462.39. If it goes below that level, then it should proceed even further to the lower side. So that should bring us to the end of today's market overview. If you have any questions, kindly feel free to post them for me under the chat option, or if you need me to talk about any pair which I've not mentioned here, also let me know via the chat option. So if you don't find me online, you still have the chance to leave comments. I'll be able to respond as fast as I see them. Leave comments, that will be better. I will be able to see them, respond accordingly. So thank you. See you tomorrow.